Howdy, howdy. Let's ease into things with some Wingspan. That's what I always say. Let's examine our birds and round bonuses. We got 2 nest types to consider and no nest types in the bonus card choice, and plenty of these bucket birds, so we can do some of those and then look for some of the other nest type as we go, and that's the last round, so we have time for that. So amongst these bucket ones, we need cherry and fish eaten birds. We got 1 cherry, and it has a higher food cost than some of the earlier birds that I like, but it provides a nice bonus of giving us food back. So I think I might go for that one in complement with the bonus card of birds that eat berries. And let's play it right away. And we can get yeah, which of these might I want? So the advantage of the Loggerhead Shrike is that I can get its food cost on potentially on one turn because of the benefit provided by the indigo bunting. But then the benefit of the American goldfinch is that I can get a whole bunch of grain right away to use on like another bird. Not this one specifically because I couldn't grab it right now, but Loggerhead Shrike also has this once between turns action, which is nice to lay down early because gain food is going to be more common early. And yeah, at some point somebody's going to take some rodents. So let's do this. It'll be fine. I could lay it down first. No, but I'll lay down the indigo bunting first, then I'll lay this one down. And maybe after this round of Wingspan, we'll do a little Elden Ring Nightreign. I haven't been playing on camera as much because I feel like I've been streaming it so much, but I like playing it, so I've been doing a lot of rounds off stream. Maybe not a lot, but like a few, and then I'll describe it when we get into it. But I made some quote-unquote progress. And,
almost always
the game's not really about progress, but I had some story things happen. Okay, so unfortunately the bird feeder is not conducive to immediately getting the Loggerhead Shrike down. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Let's take a quick look if there's any birds we want to grab real quick. There is this one that eats berry, but it's a plain additional bird, and we don't have one right now, and it might be a while before we get one. Don't really want that. Franklin's Goal gets us both nest types and provides a nice early game bonus of getting cards. So I think I'm going to go for that. One of the nice things about this card for eating the berries is that it only takes 2 to get the lower level of the bonus, which is still something, and it's still points. So it shouldn't be too hard to satisfy. And then if we want more bonus points, we can just get another bonus card. Alright, let's look at the bird feeder situation. Okay, so what we could do is potentially grab a grain as the wild card. and then re-roll. Oh no, we couldn't re-roll if we grabbed that. We could grab a cherry as the wild card, then re-roll, and see if we get a worm. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Grab a cherry. Oh yeah, okay, I have to just accept this and then have to re-roll. There we go. So we get a free grub. We'll still need a second turn, but we might be able to satisfy the food requirements for 2 cards on 2 turns. So that works just fine. And in this case, actually, we got lucky. Let's grab the grub, because that's the rarer one. Okay, and the fish isn't at play, but it's okay. We can wait on that. So now the question is which to play in which region. Oftentimes playing something like the Franklin's Goal in the prairie is better, in the grasslands, because in the same, when you draw eggs is when you get to discard one. So I think I'm going to do that. But Loggerhead Shrike has to be played first, so let's do that here.
Loggerhead Shrike. Shrikes impale their prey on thorns or barbed wire and may save them for later.
We put that Shrike down still pretty early, so I think we'll get some benefit of it. We'll probably get 2, 3, 4 victory points out of that card, which is something. Let's look at the fish situation. No, we might want to wait. Let's look at the card situation. Yeah. White-faced ibis is a reasonable choice. It might be nice, though, that if I can take 2 cards. I'm gonna lay eggs first and gamble that card is still there. Let's put them both on a bullbird. I guess they're both bullbirds. Nice. Alright, free food. What do we need? We need a fish, which we don't got out here. So if we do get the ibis, we need grub and fish. Great. So let's get the grub. Even though our card in the forest gets us like a free grub, we're gonna need 2 of them, and we could always use extra. That's fine. Alright, so let's grab this card we want, and I'm gonna use an egg and get a second card. Like Great Blue Heron's probably a good choice, because we got a round bonus of number of birds in the wetlands, so we don't have to play them immediately. We got time. They're both the right nest type. Might as well just grab them and keep them. The fun strategy of this game is to, like, kind of see if you can organize things so you can have actions that lead towards multiple goals. So, in this case, laying down birds that are in the wetlands, but they happen to be the nest type of the round after. And, there's a lot of randomness in this. Like, sometimes you can get literally every bonus that you have working together. I mean, like, you can make progress towards everything at exactly the same time, but that doesn't happen that often. And when it does, it's like all harmonious and you win by a lot. But the 2 aspects are like trying to get your bonuses in line so that you're not wasting actions pursuing independent things. And then the second thing is like doubling, like making full use out of cards you play so that like their benefit compounds with interest. Okay, enough talking. Still don't have a fish out, which is hilarious. But we're gonna need 3 grubs to go along with our fish, so let's just keep grabbing them. And hilariously, we're left with 2 food. It would be really nice to play something. Because the first round bonus is total cards. And we got 2 rounds in which to do so. Yikes. So we got a cherry for the wild card, 2 grub. Yeah, it wouldn't benefit us to take food right now unless it was fish. Like, we need a 3rd grub, but we'll get that with our bird bonus here. It's just that the fish gotta show up. So maybe lay some eggs. Because I don't think there's any birds I want to take, really. Yeah, I mean, those are all, like, could be useful, but they're not a priority right now, so... And we need to lay eggs because the second round bonus is total number of eggs. And I always underestimate how many turns it takes to lay a good amount of eggs, even in the slots that I've played for myself. And many times I lose, like, round bonuses where I have a total number of egg slots in the bird type, in the nest type, and then I don't have the eggs in there. It's like, why did I bother preparing with all these slots for eggs and not even, like, lay the number of eggs I need? So try not to do that. All right, I did get a fish, so by some great luck, I'm able to play a 3rd bird. But this is also a convenient place to try and draw more food. So let me check real quick how many birds the other players have. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, let's play a 3rd so that we either win the round or at least tie for the lead. Okay, so these 2 are going in the wetlands, so let's play you here. And use the cherry along with the fish.
Franklin's gull. These gulls make floating nests of plant material on prairie marshes.
All right. Now let's see what the bird feeder situation is. Same. Let's gamble. Good gamble. So now we can play either of these birds, but not both. And we kind of want to play both because it's the play an additional bird thing. So we need to wait for another thing, another bird feeder to have a fish. Black tern is a nice bird too, but at this point, you know, we want to maximize the egg slots we have, which we can do. We can do a trick with the grosbeak. So we have 6 turns. If we play the grosbeak, we can play it somewhere where there's fewer cost. Yeah, maybe let's do it. I'm not going to spend an egg to get a second card, though, I think. I'm going to get this, play it in, like, the forest to allow me to get more food, and then move it to the wetlands on the 3rd round. Alright, I got that card that allows me to get a victory point when someone takes a mouse, so that's got to happen. And it's not going to be me. I'm going to take a grub. Wait, sorry, backwards. I'm going to take a wheat for the grosbeak, and then the grub here. Well, that allows someone to re-roll and not take this. Oh, whatever. And this seems to be what they did. And no fish showed up. Lovely. Hey, okay, someone did take it. Beautiful. Alright, I need one more wheat, and it's there. Yeah, so this works out because that way I'm not, like, all of my strategy doesn't hinge on the fish showing up. You know, I have something else to be able to do. That's why I grabbed that card. I'm going to leave the grub and the mouse in there so that someone else takes it so that I get a bonus. I don't know if somebody took it. Probably not. Alright, let's play this bad boy here so that we can take food. And... sure.
Blue grosbeak.
Oh, I did that wrong because I need to lay eggs.
Tangled vines and shrubby areas on forest edges.
Oops. Yeah, I messed up on that one. But it's not a big deal because I got extra grubs. Although I could use those for more birds eventually. It's okay. It's okay. So this is discard to get cards. I probably want to do that. Let's see what cards there are. So the cormorant is nice, but I've really got a lot of birds in the wetlands prepared. Maybe the black-billed magpie would be a good one. I won't really be able to play it in time for this round's bonus, because it's not just playing it, I also gotta put eggs in it for it to be worthwhile. But because it's a starbird, it'll also participate in the last round bonus. So let's do it. Let's sacrifice an egg, grab this card, and something. Tucking a card could be useful to have for like the last round when I'm laying eggs and... Happy Saturday. I'll be honest, I forgot it was Saturday. I thought it was Sunday. I got a whole extra day. I knew it was Saturday because I'm seeing a play tonight, and I knew that was on Saturday, but I'm just I wasn't totally thinking. Alright, we drew a lucky bird, even though we don't necessarily need it. Though it would solve our problem of this whole lacking in fish thing. Alright, there's no fish, but I gotta lay eggs. Not like me personally, like in the game. Okay, I'm not gonna... Yeah, that's right, the summer solstice. And especially here, up so far north, that effect is nuts. Like there's still light in the sky at midnight. It's wild. Oh, I just beat him by one egg. I got lucky. Alright, so this green heron's ability to trade food might actually be so useful because absolutely no fish have been showing up in the feeder. It's wild. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to use a grub.
Green heron. Green herons drop insects and other objects onto the water to attract fish.
And then I might actually need... Alright, I got enough eggs to do the two things. But I got plenty of turns, though. No, let's try and get the wetlands cards down so I don't mess up. And I got the grub for it. So I'll trade one grub, I think. Yeah, for a fish. And so let's do that and grab whatever cards. I don't think it matters what cards I grab. Let's just take these two and then maybe we won't use them. So let's trade a grub for a fish. So now we can lay down both of these things. Oh yeah, we do need another cherry card for this bonus, so we might play the yellow-bellied sapsucker. and we get another card. Extra cards is good because I got that tuck card thing. What? Now I get a free fish? Been waiting to fish the whole game and now I get one? Okay. Let's lay down this. Here's an egg.
Great blue heron. Great blue herons
And now we actually have a choice.
With egrets,
Ibis.
cormorants, and other herons. White-faced
Boom.
ibis. White-faced ibises nest in colonies with herons and egrets.
And now what I'm going to do is get enough food for the grasslands birds. And in doing so, move my other bird here. I don't think I'm going to need 5 birds to win. But 5 birds guarantees me winning. So might as well do it. So I need 2 stars. And a wheat. So I got what I need, but I'm gonna want to play this too. So I want a cherry and a grub, and then maybe this too, or the dick sissel, whatever it is. So I need a cherry and a grub, so I could just grab those and then see what comes up. But I could also play games and grab like the cherry and then re-roll and try and get a wheat and then also a grub. Let's gamble on that. So let's grab the cherry, re-roll, grab a wheat. We didn't get a grub, we just got another cherry for free. But that's actually okay. It's not too bad of a deal because we can use one of the cherries for the wild card. And let's move this to the wetlands. Grab the cherry. Dope. So now we got 5 birds for that round bonus, so we're guaranteed to win it. Hey, and we got a free grub. Very nice. And while that's going on, how many eggs do I have to work with? Enough for 2 more birds. So let's put those down. We don't really need food at this point, but this participates in the round bonus. So I'll do that. And I think we're out of uses for fish. Oh wait, didn't I have a tuck? I thought I had the card that like I can give a fish to tuck stuff, but no. I think I just saw that maybe in the things. Okay.
Black-billed magpie. These omnivores steal eggs and eat carrion along with a diversity of other foods.
I love how we're all like, aw, these birds, and they're out there doing the most like insidious stuff. Stealing eggs. I mean, insidious is of course a human prescription of what they're up to. But it's okay. We like metaphors.
Red-winged blackbird. Blackbird flocks can include hundreds of thousands of birds.
See, I did need the 5th bird in order to tie for the victory. So, well done me. Okay, I actually, even though I don't really need food, I want to play the cherry bird just to get at least the 3 points out of this victory bonus. So I'm going to do that. I think I have 1 egg left somewhere.
Yellow-bellied sapsucker. Sapsuckers drill rows of holes in trees, then lap up the sap and the insects it attracts.
Okay, so I need a wheat, and I didn't get it. It's the way it goes sometimes. So I'm gonna have to wait around to play the dick sissel. But I also need cards to tuck for when I, what's the word? When I lay eggs. So I might do this and just take random cards Well, I could... Oh, I should have taken something else in order to be able to play something easier than a Dixisal. Lapse of Judgment. Alright, let's see what this is. Eh. Okay, that's fine. Move this there. And we can trade for something. So what card do we want to play? Playing another cherry card wouldn't benefit us because we'd need 2 more. So forget that. We can trade... We can do the Dixisal, actually. But we could also get another... bird that has the round bonus. But only if we lay enough eggs so that it's relevant. I like it, though, because it still keeps us an extra food. So that we can use the extra food for an extra egg. So let's do this. Let's trade the cherry for rodent. And we'll play this guy. And then with the remaining 2 turns, we'll lay a bunch of eggs. And yeah, well, I figured we might get another food from these abilities, so that's nice. Even more. Tons of food. Whatever. Oh, I don't have eggs to play another bird. That's alright. We'll lay some. Alright, so we need at least 1 egg in everything that has that nest type, so might as well do that first before we forget. And we're not going to move the bird. It stays there. And tuck some nonsense. There we go. Lay an egg. Not going to discard an egg. There we go. So the question is, what would be more points? To play this card and then lay eggs, or lay eggs twice? So 5 victory points at the cost of the 2 eggs to place it, plus the 4 eggs of opportunity cost in not playing them. So it's, you know, -1 versus laying eggs, you know, +4. And then -5 for the not having the 5 victory points. So it's -1 either way. So it doesn't matter. The only relevance would be then if I need another bird. Alright, I'm gonna do it because I don't want to look at everybody's stuff. We might need another bird of the nest type, and we can lay an egg in it in our last round.
Swainson's hawk.
So
These hawks feed chicks, small mammals and birds, but adults eat mostly insects.
oh, I forgot to calculate the fact that if I laid eggs, I'd also get 2 victory points from the tucking and the laying. So it was better to lay eggs again and take advantage of this card. But I might need 1 more bird of that nest type to win the round, but probably not. I got so many of them. So I think just laying eggs for both rounds would have been the better path, but it's okay. Alright, everything's got eggs in it that I need. If I win the round bonus by 1, Hey, alright. So I only got 2 victory points from that card. I estimated that it would be 3 or 4. So I was a tad bit off. Oh, I wasn't looking when it calculated the number. I probably won by more than 1. Yeah, but I didn't win overall. Oh well. That's the way it goes sometimes. And now, we're going to switch it up. We're going to play our other game. Bottom. There I am. Load up Elden Ring Nightreign. Some may say I'm addicted. They say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. The only reason that I'm getting frustrated with the game is because with my new PC build, there's something wrong with my USB ports. At least I'm assuming it's something wrong. And if I plug my controller in, like, it misbehaves in a way that is really frustrating. And so I'm choosing Bluetooth, but Bluetooth comes with challenges too. I get a lot of missed button inputs. You know, situations where I'm pressing a button and I have plenty of stamina. You know, I'm paying attention to what's going on, and the button input is just lost in the ether. And in a game like this, like, you know, missing a dodge against a boss can be devastating. And, you know, if I miss it because I don't do stamina management properly or I mess up, I can live with that. It's fun. But like every round, you know, I get missed button inputs that not just in key moments like that, even just running across the map, all of a sudden I'll stop sprinting and I'll have to, like, you know, sprint again. And it's really frustrating when it happens when I'm climbing and I'm trying to keep moving forward while pressing the jump button. Sometimes it loses track that I'm pushing forward, and so it just jumps straight up. And if you jump straight up, you don't grab the ledge in front and pull yourself up. So I'm just jumping up and down, staying in place. And I'm sitting there mashing the forward button, trying to get it to move. And I'm like, this is really frustrating. And I don't think it's the game, but I can't be confident because I haven't tested my controller out in other, like, first-person, you know, games, which maybe I should test it out to see how it behaves in other games. And it's bothering me so much that I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. And that has nothing to do with the game. It's all because of either my PC build. There is a chance that it's the software of the game in how it's processing controller inputs. But Elden Ring didn't have this problem. So unless they introduced, like, extra code that, you know, made their handling of button input less efficient, it's probably more on my PC rebuild. And, like, before, my old motherboard and CPU, I would plug in my controller to a USB slot, and in Elden Ring, I never experienced any lag, any latency issues, or any missed button presses on my controller in Elden Ring. Like, not even once did I have that problem. The fact that there's a little drift isn't really a huge issue. But, like, you can see, like, I'll just use one hand and, like, hold the forward button, and I'm moving. At some point, like, he'll just stop, because there'll be, like, a missed communication on forward. Happens more readily if I'm sprinting. See? I just stopped. For no reason. Alright, let me get more coffee. Alright, so a lot has happened since the last time I streamed the game. I was like, a couple nights ago, I was like, I'll just play around. And then I said, I've never targeted the quote-unquote, you know, like the final boss. Not like quote-unquote, he's the final boss. It's just that, you know, you can keep playing afterwards. Alright, we'll do Revenant. And I ended up winning, like getting to the final boss in that run and beating them in the first try. And it wasn't all that difficult. I was, who was I? I was Wilder, I think, and I was with 2 archers, 2 Iron Eyes. Yeah, he isn't the hardest of the bosses, it seems. If you were to like probably rank the Night Lords, what are they called? I don't think the final boss would be at the top of the list. Maybe like in the middle of the list. Yeah, see, Revenant already stopped running. Oh, and the other thing that I don't think I got on stream was the variant that they added of Gaping Jaw. Did that? He just did like a little jump there. See how I jumped straight up and fell back down? It's really frustrating. And I stopped running there. It seems to be happening more often, too, than before, which is really weird. Thank you. Yeah. I thought you could make that jump, but you can't. It's something I should be able to try and, like, fix. I mean, if my career is computers, I should be able to, I don't know, fix computers. Nice. Okay, I was taking way too long to... No. So, I agree with you that we should go to the church, buddy, but let's go to the one that's further away in the circle first, so that if, like, you know, we don't have time to get to here second, we still made it. Like, I'm all for going to that church after this. Less likely to be targeted. That's pretty good. There's another one that was underneath. HP restoration on attacks, you say? Magic attack power. Get rid of that one. Alright, you guys coming here? See how you wasted time going there and coming back? Because we're going to go that direction next anyway. It's okay. It's that, like, you know, that temptation to rush towards the flask is strong. One of the guys seems really lost. Alright, and then after we go to the church, we'll go to that. Or, yeah, let's go to that. See how much more efficient that path was? And the key is you want to get things that help you in the next thing you do. And, like, you don't need, like, 4 flasks to go for these minor forts. So getting an extra flask isn't, like, a step you need to go... Like, I beat that fire monk by myself with absolutely no trouble. You might need 4 flasks against, like, the bosses at night, though. I have so many seals. Oh, triple rings of light. Dope. Anything good in here? Any popsicles? Starlight shards I could always use. Ah, I'm stuck. Yeah, there's a lot of missed button inputs right there. What happened to our third guy? Oh, okay, he eventually showed up. That's fine. So these are the battle mages. Hey! Nice. Triple Rings of Light is dope. Nicely done. Let's find the other battle mages. I guess I'll use stamina recovery. I hate when it's really hard to find where the, I don't think we really have time for this thing. You know, stop moving. Keep missing with Rings of Life. guess improved dodging. Alright, now what do we want to do, buddies? Let's take a look at... Maybe we take the fast path down to here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Take the fast path down. Whichever jail did you mark? I can't find it. Did you unmark it? I think you unmarked it, which is fine. Lightning lanes. Don't get me started. Where's the Sanguine Noble? Up there? Yeah, I think he's here. Where did they put the thing? Over here? It's really hard to see where they put the thing. No, I missed it. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we got to start taking on some bigger enemies. So, let's go to here and do that. Does that sound good, buddies? Or did you want to do something different? Which one did you mark? I thought I saw somebody mark one, but no? No, not the Deathrite Bird. That'll kill us. Let's go here instead. Deathrite Bird, you gotta be more than level 8. Don't take on the Deathrite Bird. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Nice. Smart man. Oh, great. It's a bell-bearing hunter. You guys want to take on a bell-bearing hunter? You're gonna have to use every trick in the book for a bell-bearing hunter. Use your fire thing. Fuck. Bell-bearing hunters are like an outsized challenge. I should have run away, like my instinct was saying. Oh, great. Bell-bearing hunter and Crucible Knights is a tough configuration of the center fortress. Nice. Crucible Horn Shield. Okay, I'm pressing forward. There we go. That's why you don't quit. Like, we had a little bit of bad luck there. And the guy was like, I'm bailing from this game. And now we're back to, you know, normal. We're doing okay. Deathrite Bird is not going to happen in the time allotted. Yeah, like, it sucked that we, you know, ran into the Bell-Bearing Hunter and chose to try and fight him. But, you know, don't give up. It wasn't like we were insurmountable challenges. Oh, crap. Anyway, I was looking at my gear. I didn't see him coming. Ah, damn. I didn't realize the Crucible Knight was right there. Why did he target me in that scenario? That sucked. I like how they do that, though, from like a kind of challenge point of view. You can't assume that they're targeting, like... Careful, you're in the middle of the action, buddy. Nicely done, buddy. Whew. Just made that dodge happen. Yeah, imagine how much better we'd be if we had a third person with us. Who didn't bail at, like, you know, the first sign of trouble. Okay, so definitely what I need is FP. And then maybe stamina. Okay. Why did I grab that shield? Oh yeah, damage negation while casting spells, which is pretty nice. Yeah, it's a pretty good set of equipment I got here. This thing has Miquella's Rings of Light too, but I'll get more damage out of triple Rings of Light with the +1. I forget which boss we're fighting. But with only 2 of us, we're going to have to be careful about it. Oh no, it's the... Yeah, we're done. We're done for. This Libra guy with the madness, forget it.
Make your... It is... The die. The time is right.
Cool concept, though. Well, I guess we, put ourselves out of our misery quickly, which is something. That guy's hard with 2 players. Okay, how long have I been going for? All right, I could do another run. Let me just use the facilities real quick. Alright, we'll do one more run. And then I got stuff I gotta do. Should I do Revenant again? I guess with this team, I think so. I like Revenant a lot. I like the strategy that's required given the player's build is something that's like up my alley. Like Executor, you switch to the parry mode, and I find myself just standing there, like, wasting time in this parry mode, waiting for the enemies to strike me. So I'm clearly not doing it right. But Revenant, I feel like I'm using their abilities efficiently. Oh, we're in the city world. Oh, and there's like a whole thing going on. The whole madness nonsense. We're gonna have to go take care of that, I think. Why did that start so early? God, I hate... I'm not trying to chain the button inputs. Nice. some point we're gonna need to go to the madness, guys. Oh no, you lost it. Go get it. Go get it, Kosti. Oh, he hit a ledge. You know, that just sucks, buddy. Oh, he's trying again to get it. What? Oh, I backed up into the thing. Useless. Alright, where to next? We're gonna go here and then work. We gotta work our way towards the center. Are you saving that for day 2? I actually really don't know what the best tactic is for that madness thing, because I think it's like a lesser version of Libra with like less HP or something probably, but still probably not the most trivial challenge. Alright, luckily we're still good. It's a good thing we chose this path instead of the other. We would have wasted time. I went around the long way. Just made it. No, let's not do that one. Oh god, there's madness in here. How do we stop the madness? Go up here? I actually don't think I've encountered one of these before with the eye like in Elden Ring. The Eye of Sauron. How do I stop it? Alright, we did it. We stopped it. Oh my god. Okay, perfect. I gotta go over there. I'm not sure it was worth it. But it's an interesting thing to add. There was a mark for the defeated thing that I could have grabbed. I don't know where though. Are you a downed archer? Yeah, I don't need whatever you're gonna drop. I don't have the time to look at it. I need a rush to get to the church. I got time, I got time, I got time. No, I fell. Oh, massive mistake. All because of my controller. Do I have something that gets me HP? Yeah, the second seal. Come on. We can hit that up on the way, but you gotta understand that we need to get to the city if we want to make it through it. Reduce skill. Nope. Why is it another dragon? So many dragons. This is Loretta, right? It's almost always Loretta, or is it Loretta every time? Yeah, Loretta every time. Nox flowing sword, nice. None of these are good though, for me. Magma whip is better. Forget it. I'm just not gonna get anything. Alright, I can lead you through, folks. Hand of Millennia. Beautiful. See, folks, this is why you gotta come here early. Night sky is coming on us. We were close. Can't waste time in the other parts of the map. You gotta come here right around the time when the first circle starts to narrow. Oh shit. Oops. But yeah, playing this game a lot, you gotta learn these little particularities of like how early you need to arrive somewhere, all that stuff. It actually worked out because we weren't retrieving those runes, so whether or not I died again or ran all the way through, it didn't matter. How did I take damage? I always show up the second there's an attack. Oh, I timed it a second too late. Hey. Fucking controller. Alright. It would have been nice to defeat Astel. What a dope weapon and shield for her. Who are we fighting? I think I saw it. Oh no, this guy again. Really could have used Astel's thing.
Make you. It is. The time is ripe.
Darn, I thought I dodged that. I think I was a tad early. Oh my god, this guy. Why did he have to move back? I dodged that. Forget it. It's too hard. Watch out, buddies. Watch out, buddies. It's constant, this stuff. Like, he doesn't chill. Jesus Christ. too hard. My God, he's hard. He's got so many things that he's doing. I did beat him before, maybe once or twice, with like a team that, you know, knew how to do him. Alright, that's good stuff. Thank you. I think, yeah, I think that's going to be it. I got things to do, but try and stream more at some other time. All that good things. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend. I'm not sure I did, to be honest. I kind of panicked with that guy. I don't really know exactly the strategy. And it's easier when you're like a character like mine, where you can stand back and like kind of stay in position. If you're a melee fighter, you feel the burden to get close, and then you're just in the way of everything. So it's tough either way.